Hello friends, this video is from Walchand College of Engineering Sangli, and this video is regarding computer networks, and I'm Padmaja and my PRN number is 2015 BID 016. This video is related to introduction to IPv6 and its demonstration on Cisco Packet Tracer. So in this video we are going to learn why IPv6, the need for IPv6 and why not IPv5. As we all know, the current internet protocol version is we are using is IPv4. So why not IPv5, and we are directly using IPv6, and the addressing regarding IPv6. So IPv6, that is Internet Protocol version 6. It is the upgrade version of IPv4, and the basics of IPv6 are similar to IPv4. That is, the devices can use IPv6 as source and destination addresses to pass packets over the network, and also the tools like ping used for network testing, as they do in IPv4 with some slight variations in IPv6. Since IPv6 is performing the task similar to IPv4, it is called the latest version of IPv4. Hence here the question arises, why we are in need of IPv6 though we are using IPv4 in current situation. So here we go. IPv4 was designed in early 80s. So at that time there were many protocols, internet protocols, but IPv4 has proven itself as a robust routable addressing protocol. That's why it was popular at that time. And hence IPv4 is serving us since 3 decades. So at the time of its birth, internet was limited only to a few universities and the government organizations for their research, and to Department of Defense DoD in US. IPv4 is 32-bit long, which offers around 4 billion addresses. At that time, it was realized that these 32 bits addresses were enough for the users to use internet, but as the time had passed, internet became commercialized in 90s. After that, internet had become very popular in the developing countries like India and China. Due to this, new devices and new users were connecting day by day. So there had become the shortage of IP addresses, and hence it was called a victim of its own success, because due to the shortage of IP addresses, internet growth would have become stunted. So to overcome this problem, expert teams started working to find out the solution. Among the solutions, some solutions were temporary and some were permanent. In temporary solutions, they made the IP addresses classless. Along with this, they used subnetting and VLSM. Also, they started using very excellent technique in internet history, that is NAT, Network Addressing Transmission, and PAT, that is Port Address Transmission, with the help of which, using one public IP addresses, we can provide internet connectivity to so many private IP addresses. Due to these immediate or temporary solutions, we can connect to the internet though there is the shortage of IP addresses and we can use internet. But this problem must have a permanent solution. Therefore, experts designed IPv6. Hence, implementing IPv6, the problem regarding IP addresses will finish forever. So before learning IPv6, we should know after IPv4 why IPv6, why not IPv5. That is, what had happened with IPv5. As like from the Internet Protocol versions 1 to 3, they were used for developing an experimental purpose. The same has happened with IPv5. Version 5 was used while experimenting with Stream Protocol for Internet, and therefore it is called Internet Stream Protocol. It was used to encapsulate its datagram, though it was never brought into public use, but it was already used, and therefore new version of IP had given the name, that is IPv6. So let's know about the addressing scheme for IPv6. IPv6 address is of 128 bits. These 128 bits are divided into 8 parts or blocks, and each block contains 16 bits. To make this address human readable, that is for reading, writing and configuring them, colons are used to separate these binary numbers, and then they are converted into hexadecimal numbers. After converting these address into hexadecimal numbers, the address will look like this as it is shown in your screen. Following some more rules, this address is again made short as given here. So here given that the double colons are allowed only once in the address, not for twice as given in the second example, which is the wrong way of representing IPv6 addresses. Remember this. So the address space therefore has 2 raised to 128 or approximately 3.4 into 10 raised to 38 addresses, which is nearly 340 trillion addresses. So IPv6 does not specify interoperability features with IPv4. IPv6 is not backward compatible with IPv4, therefore IPv6 does not interrupt with IPv4. If you want to create IPv6 network, then it will be an independent network which we can use in our environment parallelly with IPv4. If you want to establish connectivity between these two, then you have to use some translator gateway such as NAT64. So let us perform the practical demonstration of IPv6 in Cisco Packet Tracer. So here we have given 2 terminal nodes, that is 2 PCs and 1 router connected to them. So let's do that. Create a new file. So take one router and take 2 terminal devices. Connect them with router 1. So here we are going in CLI, that is command line interface of router. Here are some commands that we are going to use. En means enable the router, and we are going to configure our router. So the command is config t. After that, the command is IPv6 unicast v6 unicast routing. Here we go. Then establish the interface int fa 0/0. We are going to give the address. So the command is IPv6 address, and the address we are going to give is 2000 colon colon slash 64. Okay, then the command is no shut. The same way we are going to establish the interface fa0/1. /1. So, and we are going to give the address to it, that is 2001 colon colon slash 64. So the next command is no shut. So let's go to the setting in the system terminal, that is PC0, desktop, then its IP configuration. Here we are not giving the static, we are going to auto configure our IP, our PC. So here is the configuration of our PC0. Similarly, we can give the address to PC1. So here it is, IPv6 auto config is successful. Okay, then we are going to ping the packets. So first we see whether it goes to router. Yes, it is successful. Then whether this goes there. Yes, successful. After that, if the packet passes through the PCs. Hence, we have performed IPv6 addressing mode in Cisco. We can also use static addressing mode or DHCP. Here we have used auto config, that is, it is configuring itself. Okay. So at last, thanks for watching. If you want to clear your concepts in computer networks, you can subscribe our channel. Thank you very much.